believe what I've seen from Mo Salah. I didn't even know he had it in him. Don't know what's going to happen from him. I am quite scared what's going to happen moving on. If they're going to try and fix the situation or... I really don't know what they're going to do. This is honestly the worst thing I've ever seen. And it just, even the result of today, the way we bottled it, and this has just put me even down even more. Us Liverpool fans just have to stick together. That's what we have to do. Because God knows what's going to happen. Don't know if they're going to sort the situation out. I don't know. I'm lost for words at the minute. I mean, I know he's not been playing well, and I know he needs to be benched, but I am a bit pissed at the manager because he's against West Ham and Leeds today, or yesterday now, technically. He didn't get subbed on at all, and he's been a legendary to our team. He's been for us for years, so I do understand. I know he's not been playing well. I get slot side for benching him, and I get Salah's side. I know what them two are talking about, but benching Salah because he's not played well, I agree with that. But not bringing him on against West Ham or Leeds at all, and only giving him 45 minutes against Sunderland, I think that's a bit. If I was in his shoes, I think I'd be feeling the same. Why hasn't Gakpo been dropped? He's been playing well either. I don't know, but that's down to the manager. The manager is just dumb, and he can't make fucking decisions, mate. He just plays the same people that stink up the gaff every week. And then they keep stinking up the gaff, and it doesn't change a thing. So that's down to the manager, because that's his decision, and he's making shit decisions, so that's his fault. That relies on the manager. To fair, look, let me get this right. I know Salah's not been great, and do you know what? A few games ago, I was saying bench him because he wasn't playing well. But I think I understand that Slot is benching him because he's not played well. I understand that. But I also understand what Salah's saying. He's been a legendary to this club for all these years. He always used to be he was always used to be a starter, and he didn't even get subbed on at all against West Ham or Leeds today, and only played 45 minutes against Sunderland. So I understand what he's saying as well, but it's mental. I don't know how this is going to go forward. What happened to because I have to. What's happened here? Give me a second. I have to take a break for quickly. Okay. Let's get back to. Well, what happened to us today? I don't know, mate. I'll take Swallows back this way. I don't know what's wrong with this. It's just all a mess, mate, at the minute. It's just all a big, big mess. And it needs to be sorted. For sure. Ooh, it needs to be studied, mate. It needs to be studied, Bill. He's just a... To be fair, I understand Mo Salah. You know, he's been legendary at the club and, you know, he's not playing. You know, he played against West Ham, no minutes, Leeds, no minutes to that yesterday, and 45 minutes only in the second half against them. I understand that. I know how he feels, and I would understand what he's talking about, but I do agree with Slot as well. I think, you know, if he's not playing well, you should get benched. So, yeah, I think he was, but I'm not gonna lie, I think he was. But I think if you read a bit of that interview that he made, Salah said that he's going to invite his parents to come to the Brighton game next weekend, and they're going to see, and they're going to, you know, enjoy that game, and then he's off to the Cup of Nations, and he said he doesn't know what will happen there. Do you think Leeds are staying up? Yeah, maybe they've got a good chance. I feel like this is mind games, but I love Salah, but he needs minutes the amount he has. I know, I agree, bro. I think, you know, as I said, I do understand from Salah and Slot, but I think I do see Salah's point as well, because he wasn't even subbed on the tour against West Ham and Leeds, so Arsenal bottom in the league. Yep. I mean, there might be, but it's still too early. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think something's going on behind the scenes, but we don't know. I think Slot is really costly, but I'm telling you, this week should have been the easiest run of fixtures. We drew against Sunderland. We should have lost against Sunderland, but Chiesa saved us. Chiesa wasn't on that pitch, we would have lost, so we're lucky we didn't lose. We won against West Ham, but they're shit anyway. They were shit on the day. I mean, they can be good West Ham on their day, but they were shit. And we drew against Leeds, and we went in front twice and still bottled it. It's just, of course I'm annoyed, you know, not just the result, about what's going on, and I don't know what's going to happen, but you have to see what's going on. I don't know, someone will come out and speak. It'll be either Slot, Salah, or it will be one maybe Rich Hughes or somebody, I don't know, but I do feel like that somebody will come out and speak about it. It'll be one of them. So, I don't know. We just have to see. I'm a bit confused of what's happened. Like, there must have been something behind the scenes going on, but yeah, I think Slot has had enough time, to be fair. And I think he should get sacked. I know, he's won the league, and that was Slot's team last year though. But I do respect that and appreciate that. But playing for spending 446 million, nearly half a million, to play like this and get results like this and concede goals like this and play shit like this for a team like Liverpool it's not good by any standards. Drinking them tears, hold that. I'm not even bothered. I'm just want to see what happens to there. If I'm just going to get silly comments like this, I'm just going to remove you. I don't get some people. Remember, I used to do I had an account years ago. I used to make lives, but I stopped doing lives a lot because people were just putting stupid comments, and people were like, "Don't, I like your lives. Please don't stop your lives." I said I do because people were putting silly comments. And what did Salah say? Salah was technically saying that he felt like he was being thrown under the bus, like he's been put on the bench, and he said him and Slot's relationship has been broken, he says, and stuff like that. It's on my story if you want to have a look at the rest. But he was saying stuff like that, and he said that he was going to invite his parents to come to the Brighton game, and then he said, then after that I'm going to say goodbye to the fans because I'm going, after the Brighton game, I'm going to the Africa Cup of Nations. And then he said, I don't know what will happen there, so anything could be talking about, there could be rumours when he's at the Cup of Nations. After the Cup of Nations, depends how far he gets, it'll probably lead into January when the transfer window's open. When he comes back after the Brighton game, when he goes to the Africa Cup of Nations, is he ever going to come back to Liverpool after? You don't know, because the time he comes back and the time, even if Egypt do get knocked out and don't do well, I expect Egypt to go through. But even if they didn't do well, it will be in the January transfer window. So I'm not saying it's a definite, but he might not come back after the Cup of Nations. I don't know. It just depends how the situation will. I'm not going to jump ahead of myself and say Salah's going, but there's a problem somewhere and it has to be fixed immediately. So he could be. I really don't know. Really do not know at the minute, to be fair. Really, that's crazy. A bit unprofessional from him. Mo should leave Liverpool. He has so much more potential. Eva. Okay. Well, Mo should. Yeah, to be fair, he's been at Liverpool for a long time. And I think he's been great for us since he's joined the club. But I think maybe this season, because I love Mo Salah. If you ask me who was my favourite Liverpool player, I would say Mo Salah. I thought because he has always been my favourite player. But of course, for me, if he does leave this season or in January, I'll be quite upset about it. But things happen. But Mo Salah's getting older now, and I think I think this year he'll go. If it's not January, it'll probably be the summer. Then we need to bring someone in for his replacement. Everything must end. It's time to go. Exactly, bro. I just hope he goes with his head held high. He deserves it. We had KDB go, and look at us. Oh yeah, you're a Man City fan, yeah. But to be fair, I didn't think Man City would be that bad. I was thinking because people thought, oh, De Bruyne's gone, Man City's going to be shit. I didn't really think that because when a really good player leaves or when a player leaves Manchester City, the Man City are are really good at bringing other quality players in and making them like one of the best. So I wasn't really. To be fair, I wasn't really thinking that Man City would be terrible since KDB left. You still got good players like Foden, Doku, Haaland, and stuff like that. So yeah, he deserves more respect that the manager has given him. Yeah, as I said, I think I understand two sides of the story. If you're not playing well, and he's not been playing well, so you bench him. The way I've looked at him, the way everyone's seeing him, yeah, people saying benched. I agreed he should have been benched. This was about a few weeks ago. I said down, but I do understand Slot's decision. I do, but I do understand Salah's position because he's been at the club for many years. That has always been his spot. But of course, if he doesn't do well, doesn't play well, and someone else is, someone's going to take that spot off him. But he's such a good player, and he always has been. But not coming off the bench against West Ham at all, and then only getting 45 minutes in the second half against Sunderland, and then didn't even get subbed on at all against Leeds. I do understand. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I understand Slot what he's doing, and I understand what Salah's saying. So it's a tough situation, but I just want to see how it goes. He's saying there was no relationship, so he's been mistreated. Yeah, he said that apparently the club, I don't know, something. I don't want to get this wrong because I don't want stuff, but I think they were talking about. I think he was talking about in the interview about he was promised by the club or whatever it was in the summer or something, and apparently they've not promised him or something. I can't remember. They said something like that, but he's not really said what he's been promised. Do you think Leeds will stay up? Well, they've got a good chance. It's still long season, but see them staying up. Sack Slot and keep Salah, or keep Slot and sell Salah. That's a tough one because I want to sack Slot, but I want to keep Salah, but Salah might go. But I don't want to keep Slot, but Salah might go. It's tough. I do want Salah to stay, but he would have to leave at some point. But it's a tough question. Van Dijk always doing the media for the team, yet when Salah does it, it's to make himself look good. To be fair, yeah, bro, you got a point. You got a point in that. I understand what you're saying. I completely agree. When we're going through a shambles, or if we're not doing well like we are now, or a few years ago, when we had that misery downfall, he never speaks up for the team, and that's right. He doesn't. He only speaks up when he gets mistreated and he doesn't come off the bench. It's true, but to be fair, it's all. In fact, I'm really stressed all about it. To be fair, I really don't know what to think. It's really, but as I said, I understand it from Slot and I understand it from Salah. So it's a really tough decision to make, but hopefully something gets resolved because now this and the results and the performances are now this. Putting on the pressure on us and Liverpool fans. They're coming down with us if we keep this form up. Whatever happens, Salah should get honoured before he goes. I hope he doesn't go on bad terms. As I said, mate, I don't know him. He said that his parents, he's invited his parents for the Brighton game, and Salah said he's going to say goodbye to the Liverpool fans before because he's going to the Africa Cup of Nations, and he said that, and Salah said in the interview he doesn't know what will happen when he's there. So I don't know. Maybe when the time he probably finishes with Egypt anyway, it'll probably be transfer window, so he could just not come back to Liverpool again. He might go to another club. I do not know, but I don't want to jump in front of my head and think Salah will leave because someone will speak up in the club. Someone will be the director, Richard Hughes, it will be Salah himself or Slot, it will be somebody. I'm slotting, but I think jocking Salah 3 times is a safer face. To be fair, look, if you're slotting, you're slotting. We all have opinions and I respect your opinion, but Salah only comes for interviews when he's having problems or if he's doing good, and I'm a Liverpool fan. Yeah, bro, true. I don't want him to go. I know, we all don't, bro, we all don't. I don't know how we all feeling, but yeah, bro, I'm just... Virgil is captain, that is job. Salah only does interviews when he becomes mans of them. Is Salah doing main character vibes all the staff players were probably on the bus way home when that news have dropped. What part? I don't want Salah to go. I don't. He's been so bad from this season. That's what. Fucking hell. Salah to Man United. No, Salah's loyal to Chelsea, solely in Mitchell. But he stayed for his legacy. Jacob Murphy. But I want to ask everyone this question. I forgot the question, which is. I literally just forgot the question now. Because I wanted to catch up with all your comments first, because I didn't want to say it. Because I wanted to finish the comments I wasn't seen as being rude. To be fair, I don't know what's going to happen. But it's just even messed my head up. It's messed my head up. I don't know what's going to happen, man, but I'm just hoping everything gets solved, because I don't want... Because maybe if you think about it, this problem that's going on now, Salah speaking out, all the Liverpool players will see it. I don't know if they've seen it now, but they will see it. Of course they will, and I don't know if that's going to have a big effect on them. So, I really don't know. But I'm just hoping it gets resolved. I hope Salah... Salah and Slot work things out. And we've not really had Slot's take on it, because he hasn't said anything by it. He hasn't come in late and said, look, I want to talk about it. So, Jude with Leeds today, lad. Yeah, we've not been great, mate. How you feel about that? It's fair. I ain't saying nothing, bro. Because this is just... It's the manager. Can't be asked for the manager. For me, keep the manager and let the player go. Players come and go, but a manager is more important. I understand what you're saying, bro, but the thing is with this manager, he's a great manager, and as I said, I respect him for us winning the league. But I think, in my opinion, that I'm trying to back him, and that most Liverpool fans are saying out, and I understand. And I know he won the league for us, and I respect that. But I think, in my opinion, that I think because what we're going to do if we keep sticking with Salah, we're just going to get the same outcome, and then everyone will be like, oh, we should have sacked Salah earlier. He won't change it around. I said that a few weeks ago. He won't change it around, mate. Which is the player? I know, but Slot, think about... I know it's the players performing on the pitch and that, but it is the manager as well, so it can't be all on the players. And plus, they are grieving through a bad time. I know I'm not trying to use that as an excuse or whatever, but they have lost their close player. So, it's not Salah's fault. Salah leaving will break me, honestly. I'm done so much for this club to be disrespected. He has, but be dishonest to ditch up ship now when the chips are down. Let's not forget Liverpool made the playoffs. Salah didn't make. Right, let me get things straight to some of you, because some of you are actually got ball knowledge and some of you are saying rubbish. I'm going to say everything again. I'm going to add a bit more detail. Salah, the situation, I'm baffled. I think I see Salah's point and Slot's point. But it's not always... I know it's the players on the pitch that are playing football, but it's also the manager. Thank you for that, whoever did that. It's you, mate. Thank you. I understand that, the players on the pitch, they've got to perform. It's not the manager on the pitch. I understand that. But it's not only the players, it's also the manager. Like, Chiesa, what has he done for us since he's come off the bench? What's he done? He's been brilliant. He cleared us off the line the other day. Who was it? Against against Sunderland on Wednesday or Tuesday. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Then he got us the winning goal against Bournemouth. He's putting literally positive impacts for us coming off the bench, and he doesn't get played. He only comes on when the game's dead, when we're 3-0 down, or he comes in for the last 5 minutes. And for the last few games, he hasn't started Ekatike. I know Isak has to get up ready in fitness. I understand about why would you, the games before, like the Sunderland game and that, why would you bench Ekatike, bro? Our best striker that's in form. The manager is making some clueless decisions. Everybody's got to see that. Everybody's got to see that. I think Semenyo is Salah's replacement. I do like Semenyo, maybe. Slot winning careers, in my opinion. Liverpool's. If we ever truly believed in Slot, I think we should now, basically. Should Jared Boat into him? If he is, I mean, I don't care who comes in. At least if Arne Slot's sacked, then I'm more than welcome. But not full time, I think. I want someone else. But Salah to go, his form is awful, then blames others. Chiesa deserves... Exactly, Chiesa does deserve it. That's what I mean. He literally comes on for average minutes, puts in masterclasses every week. He comes off on the pitch, and he still gets the same treatment. I don't get it. If I was the manager, let's be real, if I was the manager, I would play him. Because he's a good player. We've seen him. Even before when he came to Liverpool. But manager's decision, but he's making the wrong choice. You don't realise how mentally drained he is as the pressure of the manager. Everyone on here is having different opinions, so that's how everybody will feel different, and I don't have no problem with anyone having different opinions about that. No one reasons. But to go for an interview and say he's under the bus is awful. Is he now the new Ten Hag? Yeah, what's been going on with Dutch players in the Prem? Ten Hag, Slot, and no players bigger than the club. Mass out of there actually won't. Bournemouth are back, lads. Bournemouth are a good team. I do like Bournemouth. Iraola is probably the only manager. I do like Iraola, but I ain't going to say anything. Endo deserves a spot in midfield once in a while. He does nothing. Yeah, to be fair, Endo is really good in midfield. I've seen him before. We've seen him when Klopp's played. He's good, but if no one's performing in the midfield, like McAllister, going back, whoever, play him, bro. At least you got a midfielder. You got a number 6 sitting on the bench for what? Slot's literally moaning about squad depth. You've got a number 6 on the bench and you don't even use him. It's just excuses. Should have sold the fool to Saudi, get that money. Now Salah is messing everything up. Thank you for the comment, but that's your lot's opinion, and as I said, I will respect that. So. Let me see some of these. No one putting their bodies on the line. That speaks something to me. Everybody is playing vulnerable. The only players that are doing good for us is Szoboszlai and Ekatike, mate. Slot is a nobody compared to Salah. Without Salah, Slot would have gotten... We wouldn't have won the league. If Salah wasn't here last season, we wouldn't have won the league. The greatest legend of all. Club shouldn't have sold the best players such as Salah. To be fair, I liked Quansah. I think it was good, but even Diaz, we shouldn't have sold Diaz. I didn't really agree to that, and that was probably a mistake. The drama's starting to unfold at Liverpool reminds me of what normally happens at United. Yeah, mate. You're literally just yapping. How am I yapping when I'm just giving an honest opinion about my club? If you don't like it, then get out. I know he's not been great this year, but he always does that and he turns it around, so And I don't know, you never know, he might go to the Africa Cup of Nations and smash it and come out with confidence. I couldn't tell you. Tanaka unmarked. Yeah, our defence is shambles, mate. But our players' form doesn't exist. Oh my lords. I don't know what to say, man. I'm not actually that pissed off with this team. Of course, I will be pissed off with the result on that because it's just happening every week, so I'm just kind of used to it. If you go and look at my post a few days ago, I made predictions. You would have seen I predicted 2-1 Leeds because I did not even have confidence against Leeds. Konate needs a life coach or a shaman or something. He's destroying my soul. Yeah, he's not great, mate, is he? I think, you know, I thought when he was playing bad and playing the shambles, I thought maybe the contract was on his head. There's rumours about him going to Real Madrid, and then since that shut down, I thought, you know, he's focused now, but he's still the same. And I'm not saying he's turned into shit. There is a great player in him. He can be good, but I think, you know, before he's literally getting put in every single week, bro. He's literally getting selected every week, and he gives away penalties, stinks up the gaff, lazy defending. So Liverpool sold him Benzo. To be fair, mate, I didn't really know if they were going to sell Salah this season but see what happens. If we seriously sell Salah for some money, then I don't know what we're smoking. I don't know, but Salah's getting old and he's 33 now, so and Semenyo's a good player, but as I said, let's just see what happened in January transfer window because there'll be a lot of madness there. Salah was benched because he cost you important goals and was his future. So it's just as good. He was actually having a good game up until he imploded. Players like Salah don't just turn shit overnight. I know they don't, but I'm not saying it's up to assistant facilities ability. I think you're correct. I think, of course, I'm not, the new players that are coming in, they've not really gelled, and I don't know if the players that we still have, like Salah, blah blah blah, have not really gelled into the new players. But I'm not going to say, it takes time. It has been a long time. It's been nearly half of the season now, and nothing's still changed. And so it could be Slot's tactics. I don't know. It will be something like that. Players like Salah. I meant in January for Semenyo, by the way. In summer, sure. Salah has to be here until summer. Yeah. I would just give him to the end of the season, then just go. Semenyo or Fataru are perfect replacements for Salah. Yeah, Fataru plays for Leicester, doesn't he? Semenyo though. Semenyo all day long. I do like Semenyo. I think he's a really good player for Bournemouth. And if Bournemouth do lose him, then it'll be a big miss. Gakpo needs to be benched. He's a To be fair, I've not been really watching Liverpool that much because I think since I've not watched Liverpool in a while. To be fair, I mean I've been maybe clicking in and clicking out of Liverpool watching games. I watched a bit of the Leeds game today and then turned it off because I had to go out. But I've not been really watching Liverpool full 90 minutes as much because I'm like, why should I sit here and watch this shit? But I've been hearing people saying Gakpo's not being great, or people saying Gakpo's actually doing okay. So I don't know, but until I see if Gakpo's playing bad myself, then I will say. But I haven't seen anything. 3-3, lol, step it, mate. Slot out, slot in. I'm gonna say again, I hate backing Slot. I don't want Slot. I want Slot to succeed as a Liverpool fan. I think every Liverpool fan does, but the results, the standards, the way we're conceding goals, this has been going on for a long time. And since we lost to Forest, I went out. I was like out. Before the international break, I was 3-0 to City, and I went, right, Slot has these 2 weeks to sort it out. Right, all the players are on their international break, come back, same shit. I went, it's not into Forest, 3-0. No disrespect to Forest, That's unacceptable to be losing 3-0 at home. Then we get battered 4-1 at home to PSV. PSV 4-1. And it's not just that. People got also, I'm going to say this again, if you was on my live earlier. People might be thinking, oh, this was starting at the start of the season or in pre-season. If you go have a look at the fixtures now for Liverpool, since we won the league last year and we beat Tottenham 5-1 to be crowned champions, we've played like this since then. Trust me. Gakpo has been one of Liverpool's best players. We all love Leeds. He's been poor. To be fair, I don't know. I'm not going to say if he has or not because I've not really watched Liverpool because I couldn't be asked to watch him. They're just playing shit. What's the point of me watching them? I've got better things to do. He's not leaving Bayern, to be honest. He's in a great place. Who? Elise. Oh. Gakpo starts over Salah this season and there's no argument to be had. To be fair, I've not seen how Gakpo's been playing, but Gakpo has been banging in a few goals this season. That's what's probably an assist. That's what's probably saving his spot. I don't know because I've not watched it. I might be wrong, but maybe he's in there because he's been banging goals and assists. Well, more than Salah, so maybe. But if I'm wrong, correct me. But put Klopp in as manager now. I wish we could have him back, but I don't think he'll come back, sadly. It practically wouldn't work with words too. I'm not going to say anything about the new signings because I don't want to say anything bad about the new signings. So, him and Slot will go in Jan at some point. I don't even think... To be fair, I don't even think Slot will need to go in January. Have you seen the next two games we've got? We're away to Inter Milan. We're going to lose that for sure. And we're at home to Brighton. We always struggle at home to Brighton. Home or away, we always struggle. And the way with the form we're in and the form they're in. It's better than to beat West Ham at home tomorrow. I reckon 2 losses from there. Probably the way we're playing, so I expect 2 more losses. Don't like back of my own team to lose, but you have to if your team's playing like that. Well, he shouldn't, because he doesn't do anything, and for him to play 80 minutes tonight was mental. Who's that? Oh, Gakpo, innit? Yeah, I saw that. Gakpo is better than Salah in all aspects this season. Assist, goals in position. Yeah, I think, say if I'm wrong, but I think I've seen, if I believe, that Gakpo has been banging in more goals and more assists than Salah. That's maybe why Gakpo's keeping this place. As I said, I've not really watched Liverpool. I think since that Man City game, I think I've not really watched Liverpool. I have watched the game since after Man City game, on and off. Not, maybe half hour in each game or whatever, but maybe 10 minutes ish. But I've not been flicking through. I've not been really watching it because I'm not sitting around watching that shit. But I don't know if Gakpo's been bad or not. But if he has been poor, maybe the goals and assists are keeping him in this team. Gakpo's. You've played better 3 games without Salah. I can't remember Henry or Hazard being... I know, but bro, to be fair, if you think about... Today we didn't play that well. I mean, no disrespect to Leeds. Leeds are a good team and they fought very well, so well on to Leeds and they deserved the draw. They even deserved the win. But we didn't have Salah on today and we still somehow conceded 3 goals and capitulated, been in front twice, bottled it. So I wouldn't really square the face at Salah and say, just because Salah ain't on the pitch, we're playing good. I don't think that's the reason. Because even when Salah was on the pitch, we wasn't playing good anyway. So I don't think, even if Salah is not playing, I don't think the results get any better. We were just playing a West Ham team that when West Ham are on their day, they're good. But when they beat Forest early in the season 3-0, they were good. When they beat Newcastle, they were good. So they can be good on their day, but when they're bad, they can be bad. And that's what they was against us, and that's why we got the win. We played morning we in a bad way? Must be in a different country, mate. We're quite late here. Leggett lad did more than Salah this season. That's why Gakpo starts and Salah don't. Okay. Is this real? Keep the faith. Is this real when Mo Salah said this? Bro, it's true. It's true. It's all over Sky Sports, everything, bro. It's true. See, instead of buying strikers, do what we've done with VVD. Pay players what they want. Yeah, but I want Gahey, man. We need Gahey really badly. Our defence is shit. I don't like Leeds. Is Mo Salah leaving Liverpool? Don't know, bro. Hopefully not, but let's just see. Someone will speak out. It will either be Richard Hughes, Slot, Salah, or somebody, or maybe some other player in the squad. It'll be somebody. I'm from Sheffield, of course. I don't like Leeds. Oh, I didn't know that, bro. Maybe you probably said you were from Sheffield earlier, but I was too busy reading the questions and answering. See, Salah missed Diaz, Trent. Yeah, Trent. He probably does miss Trent, but I don't know how much of an if it will be even better if Trent did come back. We owed ourselves some games, so that he's good. You know. To be fair, bro, yeah, I want to talk about that Rio guy actually. He's been great. You know, he dribbles so good. He's skillful, and you know when he's been put in cup games and you know he's been brought on the pitch, he looks so lively every time. He's not scared to take on players. He's really, really good. Like he makes stuff happen every time he comes on. I do like the little young lad. I do. You know, I do like him, but he should be coming on. I know he's only 17. You can't rely on a 17-year-old, but I wish he just come on, because every time he comes on, he always gives us a spark. We love Slot. I don't like to answer that, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. I love Slot because we won the league, but I don't love Slot the way how he's managing this team. Stupid subs, blah blah blah. Keep using excuses. Do you think owners get involved with Salah? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. Most likely, actually. Probably, yeah. I don't really know. But, yeah. It will probably be discussed in the last few days. I was thinking, before all this was dropped about Mo Salah, before this Mo Salah interview, I was thinking that he would start. But now, do I think Slot's going to start him? I'm not sure. Not really involved anyway. They can get money. Would you take Unai Emery to replace Slot? I think it's a good job. I think Unai Emery's a good manager. What you're doing at Villa is fantastic. You know. Yeah, I mean, I would take Unai Emery. I would, but I don't think it would happen, man, to be fair. I would take him. He had a run-in with Klopp and Slot. Salah, I mean. Yeah, as I was going to go back to the Unai Emery, mate, I think I like him. He's good. He's done good for Villa since he's joined the club. But yeah, I don't think we'll get him there, bro, but I would like him at the club, yeah. You bet your life you would take Emery. Bro. So, bro, what were you saying, bro? Do you want me to... Do you want all... So you want... So Slot... So you think Slot... So Slot would be here and keep getting these terrible results. These kind of fans on here are saying stuff like that. Then watch out what's going to happen. We'll stick out. Look, because I know Liverpool, they won't sack him. Watch, they'll keep continuing with these poor results, and then when he gets sacked, people will come and say, "Oh, he should have got sacked ages ago. I know my team through thick and thin, mate, and I'm not saying I would take Emery out of Slot for the whole year. I'm not. Right now, I would. because if he stays here, mate, it's gonna continue, mate. It's gonna continue. What's gonna change? But I don't think he'll stay for Liverpool, mate. I think he'll be Saudi. But I'm not saying that we're gonna take Emery over Slot. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I said I would like to. I said I do like Emery. I do like Unai Emery. He's a good coach. When he's joined Villa, he's done really well. But I said I don't think we'll get him. But I'm not. I'm just saying now, in this moment in time, I know we're not going to get Unai Emery. It probably won't even happen. God knows. But right now in this time, Unai Emery. It's not. But to say you wouldn't take, but I think, bro, you're not even listening to what I'm saying. Bro, Dave. Right, I'm gonna say it again. Right, Unai Emery is such a good coach. Right, he's such a good coach. He's done well at Villa. He's done really well at Villa, and I like him. You know, he used to be an Arsenal manager. I'm gonna say this again. The way Slot is getting results and the way the performances are going, I know it's on the players. It is on him as well. The subs he's making is delusional. The excuses he uses are every week in press conference, match reactions, bringing on, masterclass players that are coming off the bench playing really well, deserves to start. Like Chiesa does really well, clears off the line for us against Sunderland. Does he not get a start? Does he not get some more minutes? No. Scoring the winner against Bournemouth at the start of the season. Does he get a start? No, he doesn't. He's been coming on all the time, showing his passion and fight for the club because he loves this team, this Liverpool team. He loves this club, and he still doesn't get any time. Even if when we're in dead rubber games, losing 3-0, mate, he still doesn't come in. He only comes on with 5 minutes to go. What's the point? That's gonna dent somebody's confidence. So I'm gonna say again that Unai Emery is he's a good manager. He's done well at Aston Villa. But I would take him. But I don't think Liverpool will take. I do not see Liverpool Football Club getting Unai Emery on. I don't see it. Maybe I might be wrong, but I just don't think. I don't see it. I'm just saying I don't see it. But the Toffee's live Slot. I hope he stays. I'm talking about Slot versus Emery, mate. If you're asking me right now, who would I rather want in this situation? I'm just saying, and people got on saying, if we stick with Slot, and I said this a few weeks ago, and other Liverpool fans have been saying this a few weeks ago since we lost to Forest. I've been speaking to a few Liverpool fans, and they said if we stick with Slot, the same result's gonna happen. We've seen a lot of people on YouTube, Liverpool fans saying on YouTube, if we stick with Slot, the same thing's gonna happen. We're not going to get better. 3 weeks to a month later, same set, still the same shit. Bringing on players that are just gonna dent their confidence. Conceding goals for fun, saying that we need to improve, we need to look in the mirror. Van Dijk saying the other day we have to look in the mirror after that loss to Brentford, we lost 3-2 I think the other month. He said that we have to look in the mirror. It doesn't look like they've looked in the mirror. It doesn't look like they've even gone to a mirror and looked at it. It's just the same outcome. So if you're saying about now, I would say Emery. Because Slot, if we stick with Slot, it's going to keep happening. Nothing. You can't instantly change it like that. So if you lose like 8 games in a row, and then you think, Slot's going to change it around, you can't just think, we're going to be better now. We're going to play better. We're going to click like that. It doesn't happen. It takes time. But I'm trying to give him time. I know it takes time, but we have given him time, and it's the same thing every single game. It's going to be the same game against Inter, and we're not going to win that. It's going to be the same thing against Brighton at home. We don't win a lot against Brighton. Plus, at home, we've been drawn a lot for the past few years at home to Brighton. So, yeah. I'm just saying. Mate. Salah got to go, mate. He thinks he's bigger than the club. It's quite hilarious, man, to be fair. What's going on? I think it's all crazy. Gerrard till the end of the season, then Alonso, yeah, but maybe. We couldn't anyway, mate. Sorry to say. I know we couldn't, mate. We won't leave Villa. I know that's what I'm trying to explain to people. I literally just said that Unai Emery, there'll be no chance that he will come to Liverpool. I've said that, but I said if I wanted him here, I would say yes, but I know he wouldn't. I know Liverpool wouldn't come out, sack Slot, and then bring in Emery. I knew they wouldn't. I know Villa wouldn't let him go anyway, so... Unai Slot may have to go, but I guarantee Salah has to go now. Slot may have to go, mate, because I said this ages ago, and people have been saying ages ago, what's going to happen if Slot stays? Same outcome, same performance, same results. What's happened? They were right. I was right. Same results. It's not going to change. We've got Inter away, Champions League type, probably going to lose that. And Brighton at home. As I said, Brighton, good team. We've not been winning against Brighton a lot. So, plus they always give us a go at Anfield and they're playing way better. So it'll probably be like a 2-0, 3-0 Brighton, mate. So, and I'm definitely going to be 2 L's in that game. I know that for sure. Gerrard, Alonso, yeah, definitely. No, but listen, mate, stop. Yeah, I know, mate, but the thing is, Salah will go at some point. He'll either go in January, mate, or the summer. I don't think he'll be here next season. I know that. But he'll smash Inter, I promise. Inter a good team, mate. You've got to put some respect on them. They're a good team. They're a good team, man. But I don't think we'll smash in. Bro, the way we're playing, mate, no chance, mate. He's going in January, he will line it right up. Does Salah calling out the club ruin his legacy at Liverpool? Maybe. I'm just going to say maybe, but I have no clue, but maybe he could have ruined it by saying those comments, but I just want to know what happens first. I don't want to get ahead of myself and go, I think Salah's going to go. I just want to, because the last few days, Richard Hughes could come out saying something about the situation. Slot, Salah, maybe his own, even Salah's own 2 members. So I'm just going to wait and see. Something has to be. One of them have to come out and say something about the situation in a few days or tomorrow or whenever. You'll be into, mate, no doubt. You do not speak about the manager. But what are you talking about? You do not speak about the club or manager. I'm literally giving my thoughts and I'm literally telling you what is actually going on. I'm literally seeing what I'm seeing, mate. I'm literally seeing what I'm seeing. You Salah. Bro, you need to fix your comment then. It says you do not speak out. So you need to fix the comment you made. Maybe check the spelling before you send it. I think they're just both a pair of fucking dummies, mate. I think Slot needs to go. What do you think's going to change inside these 2 games? Against Inter away in the Champions League and Brighton. What's going to happen? I'm telling you, people might think... Do you know, I respect if people think that Slot should be in for another 2 games. I respect the decision. But my argument is, what's going to change? inside those 2 games. I don't see nothing changing. I don't think most people are going to see anything change from those 2 games. Might win UCL highly, don't they? But we're not going to win anything the way we're playing, man. I'm telling you. We need to fix all this, because this is an absolute mess, mate. I'm telling you. It's just... The manager's clueless. Kanate's clueless. Defending. Don't know what's happened to him. Now this interview with Salah, it's all filling my... It's filling my head, and it's... Other Liverpool fans has, and the results as well, we've got to take in. So, no, mate. Since where's Salah, man? Why? Wait, so let me go back up. So this guy said you'll be Inter, mate, no doubt. Then he said, this is what he said. He said, You do not speak about the club and manager in public. Then I said to him that, come on, mate. And he said, not you, Salah. But he didn't put Salah in it, because he said you do not. So because I'm the only one in the live, man. I'm only the one talking. Salah leaving Liverpool then? But I actually don't know. I actually do not know, bro. Let me go up. Lots of... Yes, Sandro 27, you just got the wrong end. It's true. Maybe FA Cup. Where are you from, mate? Most of them might be leaving Jan. Probably, mate. Definitely. It'll be January or summer. Manager has been found out. Not bought in the right areas. Manager has been found out. Not bought in the right areas. In a Barnsley fan. Hoping for you guys. Well, respect to you, mate. Brother, I'm right. This is the problem, right? I do accept, but I used to have different, and I'm going to say this again. I'm starting to get into the point. I used to have a TikTok account years ago. I used to do lives, and now since then I've stopped doing lives. I didn't really used to do lives, and people were saying on my old account years ago saying, why are you stopping doing lives? Because people were just being sick. People were just putting stupid comments and just trying to have a go. Like, I'm not on here to have a go. I'm just on here to talk about what's going on. That's all I'm talking about. That's why I don't do lives that much. As much, I like to do lives, talk, chat, stream shit. But this is why I don't do lives that much, because this is all I get every time, is stick. Right. He can leave and retire after 2 seasons for probably retiring. So, yes, I reckon if Salah does go to Saudi, I reckon that will be his last club, his last destination, then he'll retire. Slot's hating on the transplant. Slot out. Yeah, bro, definitely. They said I can leave, everybody retire. Or... Yeah, I know, bro. I know that, mate. What he said in the interview, I can't be asked to look at. So, mate, he said that he was on the bench for 3 games in a row. I think he said that's probably the first time ever in my life. He said that he feels like he's been thrown under the bus and his relationship with Arne Slot has been broken. He said that he's going to invite his parents to the Brighton game. And then he said, I'm going to enjoy it if I start or not. And then he said, I'm going to say goodbye to the Liverpool fans because I'm going to go to the African Cup of Nations after the Brighton game. Then he said, when I'm at the African Cup of Nations, he said, I don't know what's going to happen there. Because when he is there, the transfer window will probably be open once it's hit January. So that's all he said. So this Jacob TikTok guy, mate, I'm actually trying. I've got other people trying to ask me questions, and all you're doing is just trying to have an argument with me, mate. So I'm just gonna take you off my TikTok because I'm not in the mood to be setting records straight with people at this time. Salah's acting like he's not started a game all season. He's been poor when he's played. I agree, Bo, but I do understand Slot's frustration. You know, I do understand Slot's side benching him. He's not played well, but I do understand Salah. You know, I know he's not played well, and I'm not using that as an excuse, but you know, a legendary of him and how he's been at the club, being benched 3 games, and he didn't play against West Ham at all, and he came off the bench in the second half against Sunderland, didn't play against Leeds today. Do understand, so it's quite a tough thing to say. So defer his last half trust. Don't worry, Liverpool might get. But we're not going to get top 4, mate. I'm telling you. I don't feel that we're going to get top 4. I don't even feel that confident at the minute. I really don't. I played shit and it's everyone's fault. I'm on the bench. Salah acting like he's not started a game. He's been poor when he's played. When's African? I think it's starts on the 15th. Exactly, Ibby, bro. Do you know Ibby? Go. Oh, I can't add you because I have so much followers. Go follow me on TikTok right now. Quickly add me, and I'll add you back when I run this live. I'll probably have to remove someone from my followers and then add you back. Wait, go add me, bro. You don't know what you're chatting about. It's only 3 positions away. Don't know. Implied is as the same as saying it. Sunderland just tried to make some stuff happen. Slot out, we stand with Salah. Yeah, I think it's a really tough position. Salah is my favourite player. I know we'll be upset if he leaves, but it's not all. I know it's all on the players. You know, they're on the pitch. They have to perform, get results. You know, defend, blah blah blah, attack. But it is on the manager as well, not just the players. And Slot just keeps using excuses. I think what Slot should do should come out and be honest, but he doesn't. That's what pisses me off more about Slot. He doesn't come out and be honest. He just makes excuses, and that's what pisses me off more about this guy. I did follow you. Alright, bro. He tries TikTok. You really want him starting in his form? Well, I don't, bro. Even if you're talking to me about that, I don't. But I think he should be coming off the bench. That's what I'm trying to say is I think he should come off the bench for a bit. I don't think he should be sat in for 2 out of 3 games with no playing. I think he should play maybe half hour or something, or 45 minutes, or maybe put him on in the first half and sub him off some minutes. But I do disagree with not bringing him off. He should have brought him off for at least 10 minutes. No argue there, but not bringing him off at all is a bit, in my opinion. Depends when the team gets knocked out. Latest is mid-Jan. Yeah, Salah's my favourite player as well. Half our squad's there to us. We lose 7 players. I forget Van Dijk is captain. Starting Gakpo instead of Salah. Probably, I don't know, as I'm not watching him, it's probably because he's been banging them more goals and assists. I might be wrong, but I've not really watched Liverpool because they are. It's no point me sitting down and watching them. I'm asleep now soon. Okay, bro. Huge issues. He's definitely telling Slot not to play him. We don't want him there. The sudden switch of starting every game to not getting a minute of game time is dumb. It is, bro. I know Salah's not playing up to scratch and he's not been playing well, but I understand, you know, you can't, even a player of his legacy, I know he's not been playing well, but you know, 45 minutes against Sunderland, didn't even get a run out against West Ham, no minutes, sat on the bench, didn't get something, and Leeds. I understand him, but I said if I was the manager, I would have gave him a bit of a run out, because I know he's not been playing well, and I would bench him if he wasn't playing well, but he should have got some time, and he didn't. I was thinking about he would start against Inter. Before all this interview started, or it all broke out, I thought he would start against Inter, but I don't know what Slot's going to think now. If he will even be in the squad, if Slot's pissed off with Salah right now. Yeah, this can't even be. Oh, loads of can't even be good to West Ham United. Konate's playing worse than football than Salah. Konate's just shocking, mate. That's what I've got to say. Salah, Konate is shocking. He gave away another penalty today. He just can't help himself. Kirker's PF. Fair, mate. Kirker's not been up to scratch. He's put a few decent performances in, but well, I as a Liverpool fan, I don't like calling my own players shit, but I don't know. Maybe the manager is putting him. I don't know. It might be even on the manager, mate. This Theo guy, I'm so happy that this guy's actually understands what it's actually got some ball knowledge. Joe Gomez, since Joe Gomez started against West Ham and Sunderland, have you seen how solid we've been since Joe Gomez is starting? In West Ham and Sunderland, we've looked so much solid and more. We've looked more solid at the back since Gomez has been on for West Ham and Sunderland. And when he gets benched today, Konate starts, the same guy that gives away his penalty, that defends like a clown, he still gets a start, which I don't understand at all by the slot, because he's a bald forward. Don't understand how Konate keeps getting started and Gomez doesn't play. You have another defender on there. Why do you keep rewarding Konate when he's not playing well? It's honestly stupid. Is it true most of the had a running with Slot 3 weeks ago in the changing room? Maybe, but I can't remember. They're all playing shit, but after today it's clear we have bigger issues in the dressing. Yeah, but I agree. But I think something's going on behind the scenes. I think we're all thinking that. Heard Virgil is next after Mo Salah. Maybe, bro, but true. But those dressing room issues only arise because of performances of manager or player. Yeah, true, but that's true. Oh, this Liverpool team is really damaging my sleep, man. Yeah, 100% the high ups. But it's his problem, mate. And I need to go, but thanks for watching. And I'll do a live or whenever. It's Sunday today now, so I'll probably post my Champions League predictions Sunday or Monday. So please come on, see it when I post it. Thanks for watching. Good.